So we're back. Let's head on over to the introduction screen and tell you who these players are. Both of them from my home counties here in Spain. Angel Larraz, maybe one of my oldest friends in the X-Wing community. He's playing Obi-Wan Kenobi with the calibrated laser targeting. No. Forget it. And Matchstick with Ion Cannon Turret, R4 Astromech, and a veteran turret gunner. Broadside with an Ion Cannon Turret. And Wolf. Wait, so that's the timer started, so I might as well put my timer on now. Not that button, this button. Start. Okay, right. So I'm like 15 seconds behind the timer. That'll be all right. Okay, so, and Wolf, right? Now, this is part of the reason why I saw his list. I wanted to get it on, so I've not seen these new Y-Wings yet, so I really wanted to get a chance to have a look at them. So let's move on over to the other side of the table where we see the other player from my home county, Luis Casasus from Olivareta, Valencia, España. He's playing Shiri, Whisper, Rear Admiral Shirino, Lone Wolf, Darth Vader, Moff Jerjerrod, Proton Bomb, Shield Upgrade, Dauntless, and Whisper with Duke, Passive Sensors, Stealth Device, and Fifth Brother. Yikes! We saw an earlier build with a Decimator. Pretty much the same, isn't it? Except Stealth Device was not on it, I don't think we saw earlier. Yeah, everything else was pretty much the same as what we saw in the first round. I think he had a Stealth Device. I don't remember what he did have. There wasn't a Stealth Device. But anyway, I picked Angel before the game had started because I was... Questions? Yeah, I have. Because I'd seen Angel's Y-Wings. I saw Angel with his Y-Wings. I spoke to him outside earlier. I've not had a chance to see the Y-Wings played yet, so I wanted to get the chance to see that. And then he got paired up against Luis, and so it was kind of like a match made in heaven, really. Home team, friends. Like when we go back like 4 years to the Spanish National Championship in 2015, which was the first national championship that ever was streamed by myself. Thank you very much. But the very first national championship to ever be live streamed. And I stayed with Angel and Luis. We had an apartment where we all stayed together with the Valencian guys. I think if I remember correctly, Angel, I do remember correctly, Angel commentated with me the first day because he was there to play Imperial Assault. So the first day he had nothing to do. The second day he played Imperial Assault, so I commentated mostly alone. And then and Luis managed to make it all the way to either top 8 or top 4. I can't remember, but getting knocked out by the other of our home county hot shots, David Diez. So both players in this round. Oh, that's right. Is it how many R's in Larraz?
Ah, pero yo soy Angelote, no soy Ángel Larraz. Fijo blanco aquí, ¿vale?
¿La tarjeta esperáis que está al lateral?
Al lateral, sí.
Perfecto.
Ahí tenéis un reloj, ¿vale?
Vale.
Yeah, there should be 2 R's in Larraz. Okay, done. So yeah, Luis made it to top 4, top 8 against, I think it was top 4, against David Diez. Once again, one of our other local team members. And so, like I said, that goes all the way back to when I did my first ever national championship stream 4 years ago in September 2015. So once again, thank you for joining us for this final round of competition today. 1 hour and 10 minutes to go, and then I get a break. Yay! It's been a long day. I've been up since 5 a.m. It's now coming up to just gone 8 o'clock. I had a 5-hour drive to make it to Madrid. Got here about 10 o'clock, set up, finally got finished setting up about just before 1 o'clock when they started round 4. But because of problems, it took me a little bit longer than I expected. I thought I was going to be done just before round 3. I've just realised, I can see on the camera, I've left my phone at the table. And the camera's also been jogged, so it's a little bit further over to the right than it should be. Cautious opener here from both players. Calibrated laser targeting. Why doesn't it have... What's happened there? Oh, because of my keyboard. Right. No, that's right. Where is it then? Calibrated laser targeting. It's got 2 upgrade slots. There we go. Now that's cool. So for those of you who don't know, Angel and Luis are also famous in the local scene, the Spanish scene, because they had a podcast/videocast weekly X-Wing news show that they would do called Factoría de Droides. We also have Angel used to be the director of that show. He's since retired, he's since stepped back, and now Marcelo takes control of it, captain from Team Spain. But Luis still participates, as far as I'm aware, every now and then. One of the other things you will notice, let me quickly switch over to the main table camera. Look at those dials over next to the Imperial ships. Lovely, aren't they? Aren't they? I think they are product of the one and only Rasta Mace, and probably, if I'm correct, even a commissioned paint job from him as well. Luis is very, what's the word for it? Very, well, it's a little bit, he's very particular in his tastes. He likes to try and get all the promo materials. He's paid for World's Dice in the past, out of pocket. And he's got those very nice Rasta Mace paint dials. And I think they might be actually, no, I think it was a commission job. Obviously, we can't go into too much detail there. But yeah, I think it was a commission job he actually paid for. Obi-Wan signals looping around the back there. One of the things I do have to do is I'm new to these matchsticks and broadsides, so I'm going to make sure I build this list to keep as reference while the game's being played, so I don't miss out on too much information. And we see now this one, go back to the Republic. Right, this squad is empty. Obi-Wan with the calibrated laser targeting. Matchstick, broadside, and Wolf. And Wolf has nothing. Whereas Matchstick's the one that's really loaded with ion cannon turret, Arthur Astromech, veteran turret gunner. What? Okay, let me try this. Iron cannon turret, right, done. For Astromech and veteran turret gunner. Oh, now he showed up. Maybe it's, I thought it's, yeah, alright, okay, I don't know. I guess you got to put the turret on first, and then the ion turret on broadside. So going through this list interaction, Obi-Wan we're pretty familiar with. Obi-Wan, after a friendly ship at range 0 to 2, spends a focus token. You may spend 1 force. If you do, that ship gains 1 focus token. Calibrated laser targeting, while you perform a firing attack, if the defender is in your bullseye arc, add 1 focus result. Wolf, while you perform a primary attack in the forward arc, you may spend 1 charge to re-roll 1 attack die. While you perform a primary attack in the rear arc, you may recover 1 charge to roll 1 additional attack die. Matchstick. While you perform a primary attack or turret attack, you may re-roll 1 attack die for each red token you have. Ion cannon turret. It's got a plated hull while you defend. If you are not critically damaged, change 1 crit result to a hit result. The ion cannon turret, if this attack hits, spend 1 hit or crit result to cause the defender to suffer 1 damage, and all remaining apply ion tokens. The R4 astromech gives him the 1 and 2 maneuvers are all blue. Veteran turret gunner, after you perform a primary attack, you may perform a bonus turret attack using the turret attack you did not roll your turret for. When broadside, while you perform a turret attack, if your indicator is in your port or starboard arcs, you may change 1 blank result to a focus result. The ion cannon turret again. So interesting. I've not seen them played, these Y-wings. I wanted to make sure I got them on the table, as I've not been able to see them yet. I tried in the World Championship to get a chance to watch them, but wasn't able to convince the powers that be, as it were. Also, they weren't able to get through the rounds when I was watching them. I think it was actually Jean-Luc Larraz was one of the players I was watching, but he lost that top 64 game. Top 64 or top 32, and that made it impossible for me to watch him. So I asked Luis before the game started. He said that last week they played and Luis won. So this could be the rematch where Angel gets his revenge. Where are those templates from as well? Are they... They're Cogger 2. So Luis bought all the bling to today's match with his Rastame styles and his super exclusive, well not exclusive but very high quality Cogger 2 templates, Darth Maul templates. I'm just going to get one more drink.
Eso yo quiero que quede constancia para que cuando pierda, que sepamos todos que ha sido por eso.
Primero tienes que perder a ti, ¿no?
Ya, es verdad. Sé que es difícil, pero vamos a intentarlo. Perdón, se dice después es para ganar, ¿no? ¿Estáis en mesa 1? No, mesa 8.
¿Esto es mesa 1?
Pero
Yo he ganado solo 2.
Ah, las dos primeras. Se llevo las dos primeras ganadas. ¿Vale?
Vamos.
Sí, sí, hombre. Tengo a Vader. Entonces, quito Vader. ¿Cuánto dados defiende este tío?
Voy yo, sí.
Contra 3. Es uno, ¿no? Vale. Voy ahí. Son 3 dados. 2. Pinta. Entra uno. Este va ahí. Luego solitario. Tengo partida, ¿verdad? Y chileno.
Okay, I'm back.
Esto lo pongo, ¿eh?
So Luis rolls 2 hits and a crit with Chirino. Angel rolls 2 evades. 1 evade and a focus, sorry. Takes 2 more shields on Wolf. Wolf returning fire, I guess. Takes 1 shield from Chirino.
Por cierto, esto luego solitario, ¿eh?
Los dados ahí.
Hit, crit, and focus. Crit and focus there. Spends a focus for a hit and a crit on Chirino. Uses reinforce to cancel 1, I guess.
Entonces, espérate. Entonces,
Espera uno y tiramos.
da igual porque no voy a... Vale, esquivo uno, me sigue entrando el otro. Distancia 3, sin piedad.
So now, this is what I didn't think of, is marking up matchstick and broadside. 1 hit, 1 crit. Takes 1 more. 3 shields down on Chirino.
Me da tiempo a jugar unas 2 rondas antes de Destiny. Que Destiny lo tengo que arbitrar.
He hecho 3 cascazos
Sí, chaval.
y ya solo me quedan 15.
No. Te queda, como has dicho, 3, 12 más 2, 14. Te queda más cerca, uno más cerca.
Let me go get my phone off the table. so not much to say here as they quietly plan out their next planning phase. But you've got Wolf, Matchstick and Broadside bearing down on Chirano, and maybe even the opportunity to block Chirano with one of them while the other two leap behind him. Well, they're all going to move first anyway, so that's not much of an option, but maybe you can rob him of his action. He's got Intrepid, so no. He's got Dauntless, I should say, so no. Yeah, I mean, because Chirano's going straight. It looks like he's dropping a Proton. No? What are the two charges just split down? Oh, he's used Moth Jedgerod to give himself that boost. And then drops a bomb. Craziness, and then that's going to give him the opportunity to not get blocked. Unless Broadside, which is the one to the rear of the formation, is able to take a sharp turn. Let's say Wolf goes one straight, bumps into Chirano, and Wolf maybe takes a two turn to the right, won't fit one. I don't know, they've not got one turn, have they? Two turns to the right. Ooh, Wolf leapfrogged across anyway, so he's got that ability to fire out of his rear arc now and recover his charge. Which freed up some space for the two Y-Wings to maybe take, let's say, Matchstick. Probably want to get him to go a free turn to the right to get more space. It's red though. So Broadside moves first. And he's only gone for a one straight. Just got himself just in front of the rock. Probably barrel roll. No focus. It's not going to be any good for the next turn though, is it? And just banking in with Matchstick. No, the overlay doesn't appear to have updated correctly the last time I removed the shield. Oof, Luis, thank you very much. Why is it... Oh yeah, where's the... Wow. I know why. I know why. So if you're looking at Chirano, he's not got the full 5 shield tokens, icons that he should do, because when I set their system up, I understood that the maximum ever would be 16. And now it's not. So Chirano has gone over that 16-point limit to a 17 damage points, which means maybe I should try and up my numbers. Probably, yeah. So that's why it's only showing 4 shields. It's correct that he's only got 2 active shields left, and the system is calculating the points correctly. So he's lost the 3 shields already. It makes no real difference now. He's lost that shield. He's not going to get it back. So the bomb explodes. And there's a hull breach. For Wolf.
¿Es impacto normal o impacto normal?
Sufro todo crítico.
Todo crítico, ¿no? Vale, pues Vader, bye.
Vader tries to give damage to Wolf as well. Wolf's got a focus token he can choose to discard. And he does.
¿Correcto? Vale, voy. Susurrito aquí. Son 4. ¿Cuánto es eso de vida?
Todavía le quedan 5.
Pues quinto hermano.
Ranking? The ranking from the last round?
Vuelvo a decirte.
Ranking? Sí, por favor.
Esquivas 1, centro, impacto y crítico. Que son
¿Has
críticos.
recibido resultados?
Impacto es un crítico.
No podéis hacer más acciones excepto otro. Sufro un daño extra, ¿no?
Un daño extra. Y como es un daño normal, le das la vuelta, es un crítico más. Ah, vale, porque eso una vez los vídeos se va. Vale, correcto. Vale, este dispara 2.
Sí.
¿Y este está cuánto de vida?
A 1.
A 1. Ahí. Son 3.
Okay. So this is Chirino firing on Wolf, I guess. Again.
No, luego solitario no puede, vale.
Vale, me toca.
Yes, one evade to block the attack.
Para tirar 3 dados.
¿Eso cuando se hace? ¿Cuánto fase de activación o al principio?
Vale.
You got 2 hits there. Chirino takes 1.
Son 4. O sea, 3 y el anillo. Por cierto, esto es de impactante. Si quieres empezamos desde el principio con los movimientos.
Hit and crit. Evade, evade. +1 for the gas cloud.
Bien. ¿No tirar los dados?
Sí, pero dispara 2 veces.
Ah, vale. Dos.
2 hits and a focus. Blank, blank, blank. Gets 1 for the gas cloud. Spends an evade. No damage there.
Está aquí.
1 shield left on Chirino. Obi-Wan's lost his shield.
Esto lo cambio aquí. Esto lo cambio aquí. Y esto.
Ahí había una cara vacía. Ha sacado un ojo y un impacto.
Este saca, ¿vale?
Correcto.
Su habilidad es que cambie un blanco a ojo. ¿Vale? Esto ojo.
Vale, pues entran dos. Uno. Y dos.
And he takes a damage card finally on Chirino.
Vale, ¿y tienes tú por ahí o lo saco yo? Sí,
Ah,
no,
it's the
no va a ser
ion
que te
cannon.
toque trabajar, cabrón. Habíamos gastado a Vader de 2 maneras, ¿vale? Bueno, ya hemos acabado.
Vale. A ver qué. Todos que. Solo puedo hacer acciones de.
Ah, no, por el guión. Vale.
De hecho, un daño y un hilo.
Claro, el daño del escudo y el otro. Claro, es que era la cara.
good turn there. Luis managed to get a good position and not take as much damage, having got Shirano to jump up behind thanks to that Moff Jaeger boost.
Vale.
Now, downhill here. He's got to try and find a way of getting more guns on target. How did he lose a shield on Obi-Wan?
Vale.
Muy bien.
Bueno, ¿sigues?
No, gracias.
Right, there's 3 damage cards I hadn't seen because he put them off camera.
Todos tus amigos.
Broadside jumps across the asteroid, doesn't take any damage. Wolf pulls off a K-turn.
¿Qué acciones o mierdas que
Bringing
que-
himself
que
up
tiene?
alongside
Hace
Obi-Wan to pair up.
Recibo críticos y solo puedo hacer ojos.
El resto de tus colegas. ¿Qué haces de torreta? ¿Cómo? ¿A distancia? Sesiones de este y el otro se queda. Perfecto. Fijado. Esto también tiene torreta, digamos, correcto. Solo que se repite 2 dados. ¿La torreta cuántos dados son? 3 segundos. No hay nada, así que lo meto aquí.
Okay, now Whisper's moved into a good position behind the 2 Y-Wings, but those have both got their turrets pointing towards him. He wants to be careful not to get ironed.
Son los dos 4. Son un 4 y un 3. ¿Vale?
Vale.
Y en principio empiezo, veis almacenada.
Mi 5 nacional, mi 5 no dispara.
Mis 5. ¿Sí o no? Aquí. ¿Vale?
Sin piedra, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, no hay problema. Distancia 3, eso sí.
So there you got 2 crits and a blank from Chirano onto, I think it's broadside.
Pues, veis.
Muy bien.
Makes it 1 hit, 2 crits after
Sí, he
spending
dicho que no
force.
disparar, ese es el blanco fijado.
Ah, blanco fijado.
Sí, sí.
Vale. Es que me he quedado loquísimo.
There's a blank and evade.
Estos dos, cuatro.
El 3.
¿Dónde esquiva uno?
No, digo, el 3. No, o sea, es eso, está bien. ¿Vale?
5.
5 en acción. ¿Cuánto tienen de vida?
Le queda 6.
Quedan 6.
Y el otro está completo, tiene 8.
So now Whisper deciding whether he wants to try and focus fire broadside off the board. Sorry, matchstick off the board. No, broadside. I was right. No. What? All right. If he wants to try and sink more damage onto broadside, or maybe switch to a matchstick at range 1. It looks like he's going for matchstick. Whisper firing on matchstick.
Cabrón, me has dicho 3.
At range 1
¿Ves? Si no me he hecho con él, no me he quedado con 4.
with a target
He dicho
lock.
aquí cuánto hace la torreta.
Sí, sí, que tiene 3, claro, pero no pensaba que iba a 4. Vale, vamos a ver. Muy bien.
There's 1 hit, 2 blanks and a focus. Spends a target lock. Deciding whether to re-roll that focus result as well.
Sí, lo que ocurre es que voy a ver si pido 2 o 3.
¿Cuánto está de tu parte?
No lo sé.
Re-rolls the 2 blanks, gets 1 hit extra, so 2 plus a focus gets converted to a crit thanks to Fifth Brother. That is a focus result on the evade die. Looks like he's taking 3 damage on matchstick, losing all 3 shields.
Vale, con piedra.
Wolf gets the opportunity to fire back on Echo, on Whisper. And there's 2 blanks and a hit. Re-rolls 1 for the ability, he gets
Pues
1 hit, 1 crit. There's a whole bunch of blanks and a focus results. Gets 1 for the gas cloud. And I think he spent something. Take no damage again. 1 crit you're looking at there. We've got 2 hits and 2 focuses.
Sabía por tener 2 fichas de ventaja.
White Wings don't have no focus tokens left, so it's just 2 hits, and Whisper rolls an evade and 2 focuses, spends the other evade.
¿Te ha entrado daño?
no, he esquivado uno y el otro y el esquivo.
Third attack now on Whisper. Whisper's got no tokens left to buff. Looks like he's got 2 hits and a focus. Rolls 1 evade, takes 1. Loses the stealth device.
Si esquivar un poquito ya está súper bien. Y eso de haberlo hecho no hubiera pasado. La distancia me habría metido un tonel y a correr. Ya, pero da igual. Y si no me hubiera tirado.
So, going to be a slow game, this one. It's going to take a while to get through. Both players being extra cautious. Guess I'm not going to be able to get the ranking down because he's not sending it through. I told him, he just kind of like looked at me. Okay. Yeah, nice and low. All right. Broadside, one bank to the right. Focus. Matchstick does the same. Now, if I'm right, it's Broadside has currently got his arc facing to the right, as in directly at Whisper, and Matchstick has got the arc facing rearwards. Wolf does a 2 straight. And focuses. This match is to both players are 2-1. All players with 2 victories make it through to round 5 tomorrow, but obviously a 3-1 record would be much more favourable than a 2-2 record going into day 2. Now, Obi-Wan kind of creeping up here. Maybe this is where Obi-Wan's going to get involved in the game finally. Now Whisper's lost that stealth device. She's a bit more squishy, a little bit more fragile. That last round, she took like a good 3 shots before she eventually took 1 damage. And right now, Shirano takes a 2 turn to the left. Yes, so once again to explain the schedule. Okay, Friday today is a bank holiday here, a public holiday here in Spain. So, and we've got this weekend, a 3-day weekend, we've got all of our Grand Championships being run at the same time. So, to give people the opportunity to play as many events as possible, they have played the first flight in the morning 4 rounds, and a second flight in the afternoon of 4 rounds. So 8 rounds all day today, but like different people playing each group of 4 rounds, right? Then everybody with a 2-win or better record, a 2-2 record or better, I should say, after those 4 rounds, go through to the second day where they play the last 2 rounds of Swiss, round 5 and 6, as a combined group. And then the top 32 from those are then we play top 32 in the afternoon and top 16 after that, before we come back on Sunday for top 8, semi-final and final. So from 8 o'clock this morning until 2 p.m. we had flight 1 play 4 rounds, and then we started just before 3, I think it was, with round 1 of flight B, and we are now playing the final round of today with 27 minutes left on the clock. And then the ranking from both groups will be combined together, and everybody on a 2-2 or better record go through to round 5 and 6 tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. Central European time. Actually, no, it might be 8:30 actually. So one hit and a focus there from Obi-Wan. Becomes 2 after spending a force token. 1 evade. Whisper takes another shield.
Estos son. ¿A cuánto está de vida? ¿Todavía 6? Pues
Ese
está
es Majestic, está a 5.
Whisper firing on matchstick at range 1. And 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 crit, and a focus. Becomes 2 hits and 2 crits thanks to Fifth Brother. Rolls 1 evade, takes 2 and a crit. 1 and 2 crits on matchstick.
Entra. 1. El crítico lo cambio por su habilidad. Mientras defiendes,
yeah.
si no tienes ningún crítico,
Yeah, the Y-Wings can't take critical damage.
Muy bien.
¿Vale?
Y ahora viene el segundo ataque.
Ahora vienes. After you execute a moving, if you. O sea, si pasas por encima de asteroide, compensas un daño. ¿Vale?
And there's the stunned pilot. Stunned pilot, after you execute a maneuver, if you move through or overlap an obstacle, suffer 1
¿Te
wound.
ve?
Segurísimo. Ya me acuerdo. Este tío me quiere discutir que me ve. Yo lo puedo creer. Tío, qué gente.
¿Este de aquí?
Sí, este ahí.
So asking for a judge to check arc from Wolf to Whisper.
Vale. Ok.
Esto de que. Toma.
Voy aquí,
Vale, sí,
¿vale?
son 4.
One hit, 1 focus, 2 blanks get re-rolled. For 1 more and a focus, becomes 4.
Gasto 1, entre 3, ¿no?
Sí, un daño y un
Spends
daño.
there, and there goes Whisper. 3 hits go
Oye, ¿qué estaba
through.
aquí?
Ka-ka-ka-ka.
Un daño y
Pues entonces, espera, déjame acordar. Entonces es un daño y 3 iones.
No. So it's an ion cannon. What?
1, 2.
So it went from Wolf?
Tú tienes más iones porque es que deberías de ponerlos tú, cabrón, no yo.
tengo iones, claro que sí, creo. No me las hagas sacar.
Ve. Total da igual, se van a cargar igual. O sea que se pierden todos ahora.
Sí. Este, ¿vale?
¿He gastado en esquiva? Sí, ¿no? ¿Cuánto me has metido de mano?
4.
Bueno, habré gastado para que me entrara. Espérate, si es un. Bueno, da igual, ya está gastado.
So now,
¿Cuánto le queda a este?
Con el. Tiene. Está a 2 de vida.
Principal.
he even took the ship off the board there, even he thought it was dead. 1, 2, 3 hits from broadside,
Ahora sí, por quitarlo.
and that is the end of that.
Que para te entraban igual iones. Lo gastas en la.
Claro, pero es que ya lo había gastado. Entonces ya no te puedo decir ahora, ah, no, espera, no la gasto. Es que no me he
So
acordado,
now
tío.
all
Si
of
no,
Van
no me
Hale's
quitas,
list
tío.
are still on the table.
Ya está.
They're still capable of firing
Claro.
against the Decimator.
Es que lo que te estoy diciendo, que si no, no me lo voy a quitar.
Bueno.
Anhal consolidates a 28-point lead.
De hecho. Por la bicicleta. Muy bien.
Total, 14. No, 13. Me quedan, ¿no?
Sí, sí. No, le quedan 12. Y ahora 2 te voy a quitar.
¿Eh?
Ya no dos te voy a quitar ya de la mesa.
¿Dos? ¿En un disparo?
Como quieras. ¿Quieres verlo?
Back to Dials anyway. Now it's just the Decimator versus the Republic squad. Maybe that Decimator is going to get lucky and take Wolf off the board, but still he's going to be taking 3 shots in return, and there's only so long it's going to be able to last. And even if those Y-Wings get him, for example, if Matchstick gets him in his forward arc, Matchstick's firing twice, once with the ion cannon turret and once with his primary weapon. So, Dials are down. Broadside opens up with a 1 bank to the right. Just squeezes in behind Matchstick. Wolf takes a 2 straight, which is interesting. Doesn't really get him into a position where he can really do anything about Shirano. Maybe the next turn be able to take a free bank or free turn to the left and try and start to chase him down.
¿Cómo? Y si quiero usar a Vader, pues... Ahí Vader. Vader's used to take a focus token from Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan firing on Shirano. Gets 2 hits plus 1 focus from the calibrated laser targeting, becomes, after spinning a force, becomes 3 hits. Ya está, ¿eh? No estaba mezclando, ¿verdad?
Luego las miras porque están en inglés, pero yo creo que no.
1 sec.
Muy bien. ¿Don George?
Pues si esto chica la quieres para todo.
Abre el costo 3.
¿Estás diciendo que piensas que mejorabas los capas?
Sí.
Déjame echar un vistazo a ver
Mira
si...
estas de aquí si son dobles daños. Eso me lo quito.
¿Esos son míos?
Esas las he cogido ahora de aquí. O sea que creo que está todo correcto.
Sí, todo lo que
Vale, pero es que de repente lo he visto ahí y me he quedado así.
Más tú.
Vale, voy yo. Pues...
Right, take 2 cards off of Shirano. There was he wasn't sure if he picked up his own damage cards at some point, so I had a quick peek underneath to make sure they were mine.
Está nuevo, ¿no? Defiende 3.
Excuse me.
Perfecto, o sea que está... ¿Cuánto le queda de vida? ¿3? Hostia, pues de puta madre, voy ahí.
So now, it was daring of Luis to turn in with Shirano here.
Uno por Vader.
Shirano fires.
No, espera. Uno por Chileno. Repito el otro porque Vader no lo he gastado. Lo he gastado ahí. Entonces, lobo solitario.
Blank, from the Lone Wolf. And there's a focus, and 2 focuses and a evade. I think he spends a force token to avoid another one.
Es correcto.
Vale. Dispara.
So broadside gets the fire back. Forward arc,
Sí.
Rango 3.
primary weapon through gas cloud. Front reinforced on Chironel. 1 hit, 1 blank. The reinforced cancels that, so no damage. He's also got the gas cloud. So
Espérate. ¿Esto qué era? ¿Era decir? No, sí, igual. Ya está, entra uno. ¿Correcto? Has metido 2, ¿no?
no?
Ya lo he gastado, no puedo gastarlo, así que
Oh, okay.
esto está ya, vamos, más que repuesto. Ya está.
Okay. But then, okay, what else? They even know what they're doing better than I do. I thought he only had 1 hit on the attack.
Eso ya lo vemos, ¿no?
¿Cómo?
Eso ya lo vemos, ¿no?
Pues si son 17, o sea, son 12 más 5, 17, y has hecho 5 y 3 son 8, no, te falta 1.
So the applause you're hearing in the background is the Armada tournament on the closing ceremony. So we've had Game of Thrones wrap up, now Armada. That's what the small congregation of people, as you can see behind, and here. So Wolf moving with a free bank to the left.
Empezó, tío.
Sí, sí, pues nada, pero no te
Matchstick goes for a K-turn. And Obi-Wan kind of free banks in front of Chironel here. Which is an interesting choice. Basically what's happening here is Angel's spreading his ships out. Chironel can only shoot at 1. He's trying to make it so it's that they're all in different positions so that it's not exactly a clear choice.
Sí, 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 no recuperas.
¿Cuál es el de la fuerza, ¿no?
Muy bien. Perfecto. Mira, tío. Así. Ahora el tema está, como no completa la maniobra, ¿puedo tensionarme y hacer esta mierda? Si no completa la maniobra, puedo realizar una acción blanca considerando esa acción como si fuera roja, como estando encima de la nube. ¿O no?
Yo creo que sí.
¿Puedes repetir el parlamento? Sí. Duda existencial.
Bueno, vosotros no pensáis.
No, no, sí, caigo encima de esta, ¿vale? Pero choco. ¿Puedo hacer la acción de intrépido?
puede. Sí,
Vale,
que-
esa era la duda. Vale, entonces yo creo que va a estar claro.
So once again, a Dauntless being questioned there, if it was possible. If he lands on a gas cloud to still do the action, which is something we saw earlier today as well.
¿Vale? Y Vader aquí.
So Vader removes the green token from Wolf. And it looks like Shirano's going to fire on Wolf. And gets focus, focus, blank, blank.
¿Sí o no? Y luego solitario.
Rerolls for the lone wolf, gets a crit and a hit,
Mira.
one evade, takes 1 damage on wolf. 1 hit point left. Oh no, is he gone? He's gone. I must have missed a damage card at some point. That was a big get though for Luis, but it may have been an ineffectual attack, as Wolf wasn't really much for this game anyway. Now, broadside firing, 3 dice, gets 3 hits from the ion cannon turret. So not take a damage, he just takes a bunch of ion tokens. Yeah, he takes damage as well.
Vale. Pues ya está.
Half points for Shirano now. Angel consolidating a commanding lead over Luis so far. Now ahead by 61 points. And just under 8 minutes to go in the round.
Puedo soltar bombita, ¿no? Porque no es de acciones. Que puedes soltar bombita ahora, ¿no? Porque no es de acciones. Ni es nada. Bueno, lo dejo ahí, pero ahora lo quitaremos.
Now we're in a position here where Obi-Wan Kenobi probably wants to go for a signal to the left,
Así estoy bien, gracias.
as the stress and ion tokens on Chirano would place him perfectly for Obi-Wan to get a shot back. We want to go fast with a broad matchstick. He's only got that 2 straight blue to remove the stress.
That's well placed with broadside, bringing him round with a 2-turn to the right. Focusing. Now he's got the arc. He's still got his ion cannon turret facing right. Goes as fast as he can with broadside, 2 straight. Removes that stress token. Yeah. Did he have 2? I don't think so. Obi-Wan just takes 1 turn to the right. Maybe trying to block that iron maneuver.
Muy bien. Vale. Vale, ¿la maniobra es blanco o es azul?
Es azul.
Vale, perfecto. Pues me lo dejas. De fuera, ¿no?
So Shirano bumps with the iron maneuver, removes stress.
Estoy bien. Esto es tuyo.
Right.
Pues en principio lo voy a hacer como te veo con los dos. ¿Cómo están de vida?
Broadside. Le queda un escudo y 5 cascos.
Ese es broadside.
Sí.
Perfecto.
Nastic. Venga, Nastic. Le quedan 2.
Pues entonces creo que lo tengo bastante claro. Cojo blanco. A tomar por culo la longitud. Vale, voy allí. Son 3 dados. Pero voy a hacer
3 hits there onto Matchstick. I think it's broadside. It's the closest one. He's not firing broadside. No, yeah, it was on Matchstick, and Matchstick down. So suddenly Angel's gun's being removed from the table. 32-point lead now in Angel's favor. And still a lot of hull to chew through on the Decimator. And Obi-Wan not firing
distanciados.
for the last few rounds has made it that much more difficult.
¿Con 3 por qué? Ah, torretas de 3, vale, perdón.
2 focus results and a blank.
Ah, la habilidad del tío, vale.
Spends the focus.
Así. Vale, y lo cambió a 1 por la 9. Entran 2.
Un daño y
Looks like they were damaged, they were hits. 1 card and 1 ion token.
Vale. Seguimos para el mismo.
Still 7 hit points to go through on Shirano.
Sigues, si gastas, si recuperas 1 de fuerza, te quedas con 1 y gastas 1 de fuerza, sigues recuperando. Has gastado 1 de fuerza aquí ahora, no, pues puedes gastar. Pero tienes que controlarlo tú.
sí, tienes que...
I guess he didn't pull off that signals loop because it would have meant that the Shirano would have had a good range 1 shot on Obi-Wan, and would probably had that focus token for an action for not having been blocked. And Angel didn't want to risk that. And Obi-Wan's lost his shield already, and Shirano's ability to push through a crit would have been devastating for Obi-Wan to have to suffer 1 attack. He needs to try and make sure he's getting attacks through on Shirano whilst avoiding taking shots himself from Obi-Wan. Still 7 points of damage that Angel needs to do on. Well, there's no point really because there's 1 minute to go. 1.5 minutes. Well, 1:35 right now. 1:35 to go in the round. This is going to be the last round now. How can Luis win? He's 38 points behind.
If he was to take Obi-Wan, 1, 2, 3, he's ahead by 19 points. He's got to get 3 hits on Obi-Wan. What would broadside give him if we were to take broadside off? 1, 29 and dead. For 9-point lead. So that's it. It's basically 3 damage on Obi-Wan or 6 damage on broadside. Oh, there's an alternative here. 2 damage on broadside, 1 on Obi-Wan gives him the win as well. And that proton bomb makes things a little bit easier for Luis as well. So everyone takes a 2-turn to the left and boosts around the rock. That's the end of the round. My clock still has 5 seconds on it, but it's not important. So 1 damage on Matchstick, right? Broadside, sorry, loses shield from the proton bomb. Now, there's no way. Oh, he's given him. So it just needs to get 1 hit through. Oh no, Obi-Wan's not in his arc, so it's not going to work. He should have used Darth Vader to get the points for broadside. Now he's going to try and. He's not going to kill it though. This isn't the way to win. Blank takes 3 damage. Less. No face-up damage cards. 1 hit point left.
¿Qué distancia estamos? ¿A 2? ¿Daño y ion? Daño y 2 iones. Daño y 2 iones. Y ya se ha acabado.
And it's over there. I don't think they realize who's won.
Esto vale todavía. Tío, pero si no tengo que sumar nada.
¿Pero ganas tú o no?
Que no lo sé, ahora lo vemos.
Es que os digo. Ah, ya. Yo tengo 140 a 129.
¿Se has ganado tú?
Sí.
Pues ya está, ¿no?
Por 11 puntos.
Pero es que.
Si
a
un
ver,
Río has hecho más daño aquí,
claro,
ganas.
claro. Pero es que el problema está en que si cojo aquí
Ya.
y o sea, si lo giro así,
Hombre,
estoy igual.
si Larraz girara así, con el Vader y con el bomba,
No,
se queda con miras
Sí,
de
pero
puntos.
Vader tiene que estar en el arco de fuego.
Ah, sí, vale.
Entonces, claro, no podía hacer a
Ya,
los dos.
ya.
La idea igual era tirar un poco más para acá para intentar engancharlos a los dos, pero no sabía si iba a tirar hacia aquí o hacia allí.
Ya, es que
Pero
era una partida genial, chicos. Jugáis muy lento, ¿vale? Pero era muy bien ahí al final, ¿vale? Enhorabuena, ¿vale? Los dos pasáis de todos modos.
sí.
140, 129.